Hello, this is my guide to jungling with Udyr. He's one of my favorite champions for jungling in League of Legends. This is just gonna be some quick tips on what I like to do when I'm jungling and some things that can help you and your team make your jungle successful and beneficial. So I always like to take the blue buff first because I like spamming my spells. It's really good to have it because then you don't have to use your health potions as much, and you can get red buff at level 3 and gank immediately after. One key thing to jungling is that you always have to communicate with your team, so your team needs to know what's going on, and preferably when you take blue buff, you might want to have somebody watching to make sure nobody ganks you, because if you die taking blue buff, that's really bad, and you're probably going to fuck up your jungle after lane, which is never good. I like to go from blue and then just work my way across to the red, going from the wolves to the race. Um, there's no real particular reason except this is just the most efficient way I've found. And I like to go into turtle stance when I fight the wolves in the race and I use one turtle on the race just to get to kill the big wraith. So and keep my mana high. And when you go to kill the red buff, you want to switch between your turtle and your tiger stance to do maximum damage. You see here, I'm just going to. My teammate asked me to help gank this Ashe, so I'm coming in with my bear stance. I always take tiger stance first, turtle second, and bear third, because that's when you're going to be starting to gank, and the stun is great, and the speed boost helps you a lot. When it comes to items for jungling with Udyr, I always buy the cloth armor first with 5 health potions, and the first time I go back, I always buy my Madrids, and if I can, buy boots. The level 1 boots are your second priority, and then if you can, after buying the level 1 boots, your Madrids, Razor, then after that I buy a Vampiric scepter, which I turn into a Wriggle's Lantern, because then it gives me free wards, and when you're jungling you should always ward dragon because it's a key component to your team, and it's just part of your job for when you're jungling. Also, one thing to keep in mind is that whenever you're facing another jungler, you should always I usually buy 3 health potions and a ward if I'm facing another jungler, and I immediately go to their red buff and plant the ward because it lets me know when they come there and where they are in their jungle, so me and my team can ambush them. And this is kind of key because when you're facing another jungler, especially as a really strong character like Udyr, because you can stun people at really low level, and that really helps. You want to kill them in their jungle because early on, if you kill them while jungling, they are gonna get really underleveled, and you're gonna be able to steal their buffs and pretty much rule the entire jungle, which is really good. And by about level 6, usually, I just start roaming the map and killing the enemy players. And about level 7 or 8, I take Dragon with or without the help of my team. Usually, you want to have wards coming from either direction. Make sure you're communicating with your team when you're trying to take Dragon, because if somebody comes while you're taking Dragon at level 7 or 8, you're not going to be able to kill them because you're slowed down by the Dragon, and you're going to come out of the fight with the Dragon relatively weak, if not practically dead. It's really important to make sure you know where the enemy team is when you're going to take Dragon. Yeah, that's about it for the guide part of this video. I'm just gonna add some music to the rest of this gameplay, and if you want to see how I play at higher levels as Udyr and how I incorporate jungle and ganking in it, Feel free to watch it. I'm just gonna add some music to the end.